Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know I'm not in my normal setup. I don't even have a mic, but the audio should sound okay. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this whole 49ers offseason so far. It's been insane. So, let's get into it. So, let's firstly just talk about everyone panicking. For everyone panicking, I have something to tell you guys, and that's to stop. Because the 49ers, what we're doing right now is smart. It is very smart. Let me just run through the players that have been released, traded, where they signed to. Deebo Samuel was traded to the Washington Commanders. Now, Deebo, 29 years of age, just came off of his worst season ever as an NFL player, and he's been slowly declining every single year. He's injury prone. He needed a fresh start. Good. And we drafted Ricky Pearsall because Ricky Pearsall was either going to be an Ayuk or Deebo Samuel replacement. And we've seen what Ricky Pearsall could do. In the last 2 games, he had 200 some yards in 2 games? Listen, we will be just fine with Ricky Pearsall. Next, we have Charvarius Ward to the Colts. We all saw this coming. The super saddening news about Charvarius Ward's daughter, all that. He had PTSD. Literally an interview with the 49ers reporter. He's like, I literally have PTSD flying into San Francisco. I don't like it here. They all expected him to leave, and it's okay. We have Deommodore Lenoir that we just extended. And we just drafted one of the best coverage one-on-one corners in the NFL draft last year in Renardo Green. And Renardo Green proved that he's a starter in this league last season. He was an absolute dog. So definitely we do need some corner depth, which we are getting in this free agency. We're getting some corner depth. Next, Jalen Moore went to the Chiefs. Don't get me started on Jalen Moore. He started 7 games in the absence of Trent Williams, and people are like, but our O-line is so bad. Yeah, Jalen Moore was not. If we would have signed Jalen Moore to a $30 million extension, I would have literally punched a hole through the wall, because he's played 7 games. I haven't seen anything special. Yeah, he was okay, but is he worth $30 million? No, not even close. So good. Next, it's Talanoa Hufanga to the Denver Broncos. This one wasn't really surprising as well. There was some rumors that Talanoa maybe could have been coming back to the 49ers, because you could definitely see when Talanoa came back, the defense was relatively better, but he is injury prone. He's injury prone, so doesn't really matter. And we drafted an absolute missile in the backfield that he was probably, if not, the best rookie safety last season in Malik Mustafa. We will be just fine. Next, this one is the most insane deal of them all. It's Aaron Banks going to the Packers. Left guard signed a $77 million contract. Aaron Banks signing a $77 million contract when he wasn't even the best left guard on the Niners is ridiculous. This guy literally wasn't even the best left guard on the team. When we went to the Super Bowl, yeah, Aaron Banks wasn't bad. But this past season, being a starter and actually having a big role on the team, he sucked. He was not good. He was not good at all. He was injury prone. And then all the Packers just signed him to a $77 million deal. Good. I did not want to have anything to do with that contract. Next, it's Elijah Mitchell leaving the 49ers to go to the Chiefs. Elijah Mitchell, injury prone. The guy, I don't remember the last couple. He would never play a stretch of games because he would get injured. Elijah Mitchell, it was bound to happen. I mean, had one good season. Then after that, it was over. Next, it's Joshua Dobbs heading to the Patriots. It's our 3rd string quarterback. Doesn't really matter. I don't even know why people are putting him on the list. He played 1 game, and that was the final game of the season. He wasn't a big loss, so. Actually, no, but I will miss the Pastronaut. He is fun to have on your team, but otherwise, I don't really care. Next, it's Javon Hargrave, supposedly signing with the Vikings. Now, Javon was good from time to time, but he did end up being a really lazy factor on the 49ers defensive line. He got that bag, played kind of well, really liked his sack celebration. A+. great sack celebration, but we didn't really see that sack celebration a lot because he was not doing really anything. Um, he was kind of lazy. He's getting up there in age. Listen, the Niners want to get younger. And if we were to keep Javon, guess what? That's just making your team older. And Javon Hargrave is not a good player anymore. He's not good. And we want to get younger. So, great move from the 49ers. Next, this one did kind of come to a surprise. He had a 9-sack season, 8.5 sack season. Leonard Floyd going to the Falcons. Leonard Floyd getting up there in age. And I think the Niners, this is the biggest thing of this offseason. The Niners want to get young. We want to have no old players on this team. And Leonard Floyd is, of course, getting up there in age. I think it's a good move by the Falcons. You're probably going to get one good year out of him. But the Niners just want to get young again. And having Leonard Floyd on your team is not going to make your team young. Next, it's defensive tackle Maliek Collins being released. I kind of didn't understand this one at first, but now I kind of do. We're paying him, I think, $10 million. Why not? Like, he had an okay season. He wasn't anything special. I think there's more special players you can draft in this year's NFL draft. So, I like this move again from the Niners. It's all just good moves because in this draft, there's a defensive tackle class. This draft is really deep. So, again, I like this move. Now, this last move, this is probably the only sad one I'm really sad about. I mean, I'm sad about all these guys leaving, but it is Dre Greenlaw heading to the Broncos. But there is a good and bad part about this move. It's either Dre Greenlaw could be his old self, or be completely different after all the injuries he just went through and still be injury prone. Like, I've been telling Broncos fans, if you guys get the Dre Greenlaw that we got in that Super Bowl year, that defense is going to be elite. But if you get the Dre Greenlaw that we got this year that sat out a lot of the games and then came back and then got injured again, and then he's a completely different player, or let's say he's the same player but he's injury prone, you're not going to like that. So, I don't know. For me, this Niners offseason has been successful for me. I've seen Emmanuel Ocho talking, what are the Niners doing? You guys are stupid. The Super Bowl's in Levi's. This is the chance for you guys to win. No. Win with what? Win with what? Because listen, we would re-sign all these guys. They would either be injured or overpaid and old. Then what? I think the Niners have a better chance to win the Super Bowl this year with this team right now. We have a Ricky Pearsall. We have a Jawan Jennings, and a 1,000-yard receiver. And he was going to get way more than that. He was going to be a 1,000-yard receiver last year, and then he had a D1 crash out in a game and then got kicked out. Then we have a Brandon Ayuk coming back. The 49ers just picked up Demarcus Robinson. I love that move. He's a solid player. He had 100 yards less than Debo last year. So, for me, I'm giving this 49ers offseason so far an A-. I really like what we're doing, making this team younger. We got to hit on the draft, because if we hit in this draft, this team is still great. So, let me know what you guys think down below. What would you guys rank this 49ers offseason? We'll do out of 10. For me, I'll rate it a solid 8.5. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go.